tomatoes. I prefer the petite cut, and I also like fire roasted tomatoes if I can find them. You can use crushed tomatoes, you can use regular cut, just whatever you prefer, as long as you have 2 cans. And I am making pasta Renee style to feed 5 people. 3 tablespoons of real butter, 3 carrots, asparagus. If you don't like asparagus, you can always substitute snow peas or broccoli or any other vegetable that you like. A red onion, 1 tablespoon of minced garlic, 3 tablespoons of lemon juice or the juice from 1 whole fresh lemon, whichever you have. 1.5 cups of white cooking wine. Now, if you have white wine in your house, like regular wine, that is fine. I'm just not a wine drinker, so I always have cooking wine. And when you cook with wine, the alcohol is evaporated, so it just leaves a really good taste. If you're not comfortable cooking with cooking wine, then you can certainly use chicken broth. 3 chicken breast, boneless, skinless chicken breast, extra virgin olive oil, Parmesan cheese, angel hair pasta, and salt and pepper to taste. So let's make pasta Renee style. The first thing I'm going to do is get my vegetables cut up and ready. So I'm going to keep my asparagus in a bunch. It just makes it way easier that way. And I'm going to kind of cut the bottom half off. So this is just trash. Okay, so I wash my asparagus, group them together in my hand, and cut them into bite-sized pieces. There's always a couple that get away. I'm going to do my red onion next. Just cut it in really thin slices. The thinner the better. And like I said, I'm going to feed 5 people with this recipe, so I am going to have quite a bit of veggies and sauce. I don't want a dry pasta. Can you see how thin that is? Super thin. Then I'm going to peel my carrots, and then I'm actually going to cut them the way I want them with the peeler. So just peel off a layer of carrot, or peel off the outside. Get rid of the peel. Chop off the top of your carrots and the ends of your carrots. Okay, and because I want my carrots super thin, I'm going to cut them the way I want them with the peeler and not with the knife. So I'm just going to continue just like I was peeling them. But see how it puts it in super thin shreds? And it doesn't matter if they're all the same size or not. Just kind of peel it until it gets super flimsy and you can't peel it anymore. Okay, so there are my kind of carrot ribbons. So my veggies are ready, and now we're going to cut up our chicken. So now we're going to cut up our chicken, and the light is coming in the window on my cutting board. I'm sorry guys, it's dinner time and it is what it is. So I got out a new cutting board. I always keep my chicken and my meat on a separate cutting board, making sure that it's never mixed with my vegetables. So I have boneless, skinless chicken breast that I've already cleaned, and I want to cut it into really small pieces. Just kind of like that. So the chicken is going to cook super fast. And one little tip, I always buy large packages of chicken breast, and I go on and trim them and freeze them in individual, freeze them one by one in individual Ziploc baggies so I can get out exactly what I need. I'm not wasting anything, and I don't have to clean chicken all the time. It's great. So you can see, just cutting the chicken in individual pieces like that. Okay, there's my chicken. Now I gotta wash my hands. Okay, so we're gonna turn on our pan, kind of medium heat. It's a little more than medium heat. Turn on your pan to medium-high heat. These are 3 tablespoons of butter. Pop that in. And this is extra virgin olive oil. I just always like to add a dash of that too. When your butter is good and hot and melted, then you want to add your chicken. So to spread your chicken out in the skillet. And now we're going to season it with pepper, and salt. We're going to let the chicken cook until it's nice and browned. Because the chicken, we cut it so thin, it is going to cook really fast. See, we're already starting to get nice and brown. So just toss it around so both sides of the chicken get cooked. And make sure none of the chicken stuck together. Now the chicken is going to continue to cook after we add the vegetables. So it doesn't, just want to make sure that you don't overcook your chicken at this stage. See, my chicken is getting all nice and brown. Okay, so I'm going to add my garlic. I'm going to add 1 tablespoon of garlic to my chicken. And we're going to let that cook for 1 minute, no more. We don't want to burn the garlic. While this is still really hot, I'm going to add in my cooking wine. And I'm just going to let that simmer and do its thing, and it's going to cook out all the alcohol and make it taste so good. So just kind of let that sit for a minute. Okay, so I'm going to layer on my vegetables. So I've got my carrots, my asparagus, and my onion. Give everything a good stir. Get your veggies down in the wine. And just let it cook. Okay, so just keep giving it a stir. See how my cookie wine is almost gone. It's completely evaporated. So I'm just going to let my vegetables keep on cooking. So my wine is completely evaporated out of here. It's been cooking for about 7 or 8 minutes. So at this point, I want to season again so that my vegetables are seasoned. Salt and pepper. And I want to add my lemon juice. 3 tablespoons of lemon juice. Oh, it's hot. Woo. Just give that a good stir. Okay, now we're going to add in our 2 cans of tomatoes. And get everything tossed together. And we're just going to let that simmer away for about 10 minutes. So my pasta is good and reduced. My tomatoes are hot, and I'm going to turn the heat off and make my plate. So I'm going to get my angel hair pasta. I like to drizzle a little bit of olive oil on my pasta before I put my sauce on here. Sprinkle with a little bit of Parmesan cheese. So that is Pasta Renee style. Make your favorite piece of crusty cheesy bread and you are good to go. This is a delicious, light chicken pasta meal that I know you're gonna love. So thank you for staying home and cooking with me and making Pasta Renee style.